kind of be my key function in this whole process is an assistant to Joanne and her staff, Francine and Lisa over there, and anybody else that the town puts on to assist through this project, which, as we've already talked about, the key first date is July of 2011. Okay, that's the valuation date. We plan to go back and use 4 years of sales. Excuse me. Okay, 4 years of sales, bring them up current to July 1st of 2011 as the valuation standard for the town of Goshen. There is no plans at this time, and I'm sure there won't be, or we would be going outside the town to get values for the town of Goshen. Okay. With this in mind, one of the things we wanted to make sure of, and we'll talk about this very briefly, is sending out to you taxpayers what the town currently has on file relative to your property. Okay, you're going to be receiving a data mailer, what we call it. Sometime, I believe they're going to be mailed Friday or Saturday. And once you receive these, I would like you to review them. As it tells you there, that you're going to return them to the office, which will give Joanne and her staff time to verify, make any corrections where appropriate. If there's a question on something, we may call you and ask to come out and take a look at it. Excuse me. But this is very key, as I mentioned, good data. For us to do our job and do it properly and to treat it fairly and other taxpayers fairly, we got to have good information. Once we get done with this, we will start the valuation cycle, okay? And that'll take place probably in August, September, and October of next year. That's when we will go out and finalize 2 tentative 2012 assessments based on July 1st of 2011. We're going to review these and we prepare what John talked about earlier as a full disclosure notice. We will take your 2011 assessment, take the 2011 September 1st school bills, that same budget, in the January 2012 county and town budgets, reapportion those, and basically what we do is we recreate new tax rates. As John just used an example of where everything doubled, so if you were in the Goshen School District, if there is such a thing, and your rate last year at 50% equalization was $20, everything doubled, next year it's going to be $10 without any change in budget. If the budget goes up 6%, everybody's tax is going up 6%. Okay. But those are the two key major steps whereby ourselves in the assessment office, working with John and his staff, plan to keep the project on schedule. So this is the first major mailing that you'll be getting from Joanne and her staff. And the next one, and probably most important, and the one that I'm sure we will hear from a lot of people, okay, because that's what reassessment's all about. And once you receive that new notice telling you what your old assessment was, your old taxes, your new tentative assessment, and new taxes, if those budgets were to stay in effect, if you have a question with the new value, you'll be able to call in and make an appointment to come in and meet with Joanne and her staff or any other support staff that the town would put on at that point in time, which I'm sure they probably will. Because I go back to the thing that I started with. Joanne and her staff, Lisa and Francine, still have to do the day-to-day splits and merges, exemption reports, answering phone calls. I know Joanne has spent the last 4 or 5 weeks doing certiorari basis and going to small claim court basis, okay? So, I mean, the normal operations of an assessor's office still goes on whether or not you're going to be done. And that's important to understand. So with that, I assume everybody has a handout. Is there any questions on this? This is the data. Yes, if there isn't, we'll get a hold of them.
Yeah.
You need something? I just get mine. Yeah, I'll just get it out.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't have one, we'll certainly make sure one's available before you leave. But as you can see, most important thing, obviously, what type of home is it, where is it, how big is it? Those are the three questions that I refer to here. Where is it, what is it, how big is it?
Yes.
Do you have a ranch home? Was it built approximately 1950? Is there approximately, using outside dimensions, 12 to 1,400 square feet? Thank you so much. Is there 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths? Does it have central air conditioning? Is there a fireplace? And we talk about improvements. Does it have a swimming pool? Does it have an attached or detached garage? Does it have decks? This is all the information that we analyze, both for your property and most importantly for properties that have sold. This allows us to use some of the new statistical models in the software to do an analysis and develop models, develop land values per front foot, per acre. We don't have any waterfront here, that's good. We're dealing with the town with waterfront. But, this is all that goes into estimating a market value. And is there any questions on this? Yes.
This sounds comparable to when you buy a car, the Kelley Blue Book. Is that the same thing they do?
Kind of.
Well, if you go to Kelley Blue Book or you go to like Edmunds, you might get a really different value for your car with the same input if anybody's ever done that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine which program you're going to use, and are you going to let us know what it is?
Well, we are going to use the New York State Real Property Tax System, which all assessors in the state of New York are using. Okay. The other important thing that's part of this new technology today, once these new values are sent out to you people in the spring of 2012, they will all be out on the internet. We have found, putting all this information, including this data, okay, and all the new values. So now, when you open up your notice, you say, well, I'm not so sure, but boy, my assessment better be the same as my neighbor 2 doors down if he's got the same house. You go on the internet, the county website, you'll be able to look at his assessment, new tentative assessment, just like yours. And this is how, when people now come in to us, say, look, my home is similar to this and similar to that, okay? Again, all this information is going to be out there for people to use to either prove us right or wrong, or the assessor and ourselves that are working on this, okay? All that information will be out there with the new values and all the data. Yes?
Isn't it already out on the internet?
Yes.
Okay.
The data is. We're going to update it, obviously, from this next process.
So I'm just making that point so if people want to go out and check it
Sure.
now prior
Absolutely.
to and then after as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Any other questions on this? My last thing before I leave, okay, I had a public information meeting Monday night, and the gentleman asked me a very important question, and fortunately I thought I answered it right, and I hope I can do it again tonight. Having been an assessor, developing computer software, working all across the United States, in the state of Washington, Utah, Charleston, South Carolina, Lexington, Kentucky, one of the things that people don't understand is that I can take the same property, the very same property, have an appraisal done for 4 different purposes, and there are 4 different values, and every one of them is valid. Okay? I can take a property and have it appraised for loan purposes. I can have it appraised for tax and assessment purposes. I can have it appraised for insurance purposes. I can have it appraised for some type of a court, divorce, inheritance, whatever else. So I mean, people will bring insurance policies into this, homeowner policies, and say, well, I just got a brand new homeowner, and they said my house is only worth $219,000. That homeowner's policy does not include your lot, does not include your basement, does not include your driveway. Okay? But I mean, it's very important to understand that what we try to do in the assessment area of appraisal is for an equitable distribution of the property tax base. We don't get paid, and the assessor doesn't get paid $450 to do a fee appraisal on any property in the state of New York. They have to use the new technology today to try to get them as current and as equitable as possible, as we talked about.